February 24, 2016. I am Khawaja Ashraf. Let us talk today about some very important issue. This issue belongs to the future of humanity. Future of humanity on this planet Earth. We all are here because planet Earth is here. If today something goes wrong on planet Earth, wrong with climate, wrong with its natural systems, we all will disappear, become particles of dust. Before it all happens, and it can happen because of the policies our governments pursue, because of our destructive thinking. What are those policies and what is that destructive thinking I am talking about? Before I go in detail, we must know that planet Earth is one. It's all one. We all human beings are its sons and daughters. This planet Earth belongs to all of us. This does not necessarily belong to one nation, one people, one color, one religion, one culture. It belongs to all people, all cultures, all civilizations, all religions, all countries, and everybody. So, what are the policies which can hurt planet Earth and consequently hurt us, the human beings? Those policies are related to the defense of territories one which each nation holds. For example, there is a very serious conflict between India and Pakistan. Pakistanis hold one piece of planet Earth and Indians hold another piece of planet Earth. And there is a small piece of planet Earth between India and Pakistan which is called Kashmir. Both countries started fighting over Kashmir in 1947, since the creation of modern day Pakistan and modern day India. Before 1947, it was all one. When British left subcontinent, they divided it into India and Pakistan, and they left Kashmir unresolved as a conflict, as an issue between the two countries. Over Kashmir, two countries have developed their defense technologies to the level that each country can destroy each other many times over. This destruction is not only limited to those two countries. The kind of firepower they have built that can destroy the whole planet Earth. After building the piles of that much destructive equipment, they haven't stopped thinking about further development of their such technologies which can be further destructive and have more and more destructive power. So I just quoted this example. I don't want to take this side or that side, or I do not intend to highlight the issue which is uh, keeping them engaged against each other, but I want to make the point that there are many such issues around the globe which are leading the related forces to pile up weapons of mass destructions everywhere. So, why these countries pile up all these weapons of mass destruction? They think that they are just going to hurt their perceived enemies. Actually, there are no real enemies. Let us talk about Israel and Palestine. They are perceived enemies of each other, but they both are human beings. Israelis are as good human beings as Palestinians, and Palestinians are as good human beings as Israelis. They both can live amicably, peacefully, in brotherly manner, in a peaceful way, on the same land which is called Israel, and Palestinians call it Palestine. Only they need a little bit understanding among each other. Only they need to think from human perspective. Only they need to think from planet Earth's perspective. This planet Earth is the homeland of all human beings. But we are constantly piling weapons of mass destruction, and through mass destruction what we mean is destruction of our enemies, but we don't think that the destruction of our enemies is not the destruction of our enemies, it is the destruction of planet Earth, it is the destruction of environment, it is the destruction of natural system under which this our mother planet Earth works. So, citing after these two examples, there are many other examples like North Korea and South Korea, and conflicts in Africa and Latin America and Indochina. There are so many conflicts, and those all conflicts are leading the residents of those humans to put more weapons of mass destruction together. And before it was limited to two or three superpowers like Soviet Union and United States of America and few European countries which were building nuclear technologies. Then China came aboard, then India came aboard, then Pakistan came aboard, and then many other countries developed such technologies. It's a destructive trend. The army people who make that type of decision to build more firepower, they need to rethink their thinking. They need to refine their thought process. They need to think from planet Earth's perspective. I think that will be the wise thing to do. To continue thinking about piling up more destructive and more uh, weapons which can hurt planet Earth, they need to refrain from that kind of thinking. They need to stop that kind of thinking. That is, these are my thoughts, and I am quite worried when I uh, hear the news about command control unit, command control cell, command control authority having meeting in this country, in that country, to review the security of region, review the security of globe. Actually, they are not reviewing the security of the region, or they are the security of the globe. Uh, they are thinking in terms of their own security, but they are so ignorant. They don't know that they are not an island. Uh, their security depends on the security of the planet Earth. If planet Earth is not safe because of their actions, they are not safe either. So what kind of this thinking is that they think about their security, they think about the security of their region. They need to think in global terms. They need to think in the terms of planet Earth. They need to think about the fragility of this whole entire system in which our planet Earth is functioning. Uh, they they know that how this planet Earth is moving in the speed at what speed, and how fragile this whole system is. Uh, Knowing all this and still thinking about piling up weapons of mass destruction just to kill the next door neighbors, because all the conflicts are with the next door neighbors. Like India and Pakistan are next door neighbors. Israelis and Palestinians are next door neighbors. North Koreans and South Koreans are next door neighbors. Taiwanese and Chinese are next door neighbors. So these conflicts of among the neighbors, and they think about destroying the neighbors. Uh, Actually, they are thinking about the destruction of the planet Earth on which humanity's future depends. So it is about time all these rival countries start talking to each other, negotiate with each other, settle their conflicts through dialogue, step by step, one step at a time, one issue at a time, one problem at a time. And I am sure they can do that. Human beings mentally have reached to a level where it is possible to do it just by talking, just through negotiations. So let us talk about clearing the planet Earth from that type of destructive weapons which we have piled up here, there, everywhere. Those weapons are enemies of every being. Human being in that country or this country, it is uh, uh, it is against you or me, everybody, all human beings. So we have to stop this trend. Thank you so much for listening to me. And again, one security depends on the global security. A globe is only safe when we get rid of all such weapons which we have piled up to destroy our neighbors, our perceived enemies. There is nobody anybody's enemy. We should come out of those negative thoughts and negative philosophies and negative policies. Thank you very much. Bye.